the past, like, what? Oh, we need a Are there really no ladders around? Really? Really now, game. Well then, guess we're not getting, or not attempting to get the A rank. Okay, I'll still use Phi, because why not? But yeah, in the, like, what, past week? Since I last recorded, a few things have happened. Is that the most powerful? Oh no, that is. I'll use that one then. Yeah. I finally got around to buying and playing ahead of time. Amazing game, but I did have some problems, and I'll get into them because like they didn't really affect my overall gameplay experience. It just made like one session, one session just like, yeah. Why? Oh, that's fun. Maybe it's just a maybe it could just be a problem with the Deku Barbers. Maybe I'm not entirely sure. But I also at the same time this probably would have been my like it probably wasn't a good idea to do this, but like at the same time I started playing it in time, I also began replaying Super Mario 3D World, and my opinion on it has changed, but it's not a Mario Galaxy one. I like wasn't sure how I felt on it. Then I was like, oh, I actually really like this game. It's more of a justification of my current opinion, and that is it is a good game, but it's not a good game to 100%. And no way in hell would I suggest 100%ing it. Not even for the experience, because like no is what I would say to people who want to 100% it, because like in order to 100% the game, you have to play every level. I think every level that has a flagpole on it, with every character, and that just so happens to be 5 characters, and yeah, so you pretty much play the entire game 5 times just to 100% the game. It's like, oh, right, fun. But yeah, I would say, no, like, would kind of say it's a good game. Like, I like the game up until World Mushroom, and then it just loses my interest until Crown World again. It's like, oh. Okay, that's fun, Rizra. Fucking dude. Yeah. For those not in the know, there's unique levels up until World Mushroom, and then you start getting remix levels and remix levels. And I wouldn't have a problem with them if it wasn't that from Mushroom World to Fire World or Fireflower World, the only type of levels you would play are remix levels. Like if they spliced in some original levels alongside them, I would like it that much more, just because like at that point you're not seeing like all the same, like all the levels you've experienced beforehand. Like the only form of unique content you're getting in that world is the final level. And even then it's just a boss rush. So it's like, oh, I see they flew up through originality out the door. That's fun. So yeah, but like replaying it recently, like the only problem I have with it now is that it just goes on for way too long. Because like, yes, there are worlds that have more levels than World Fireflower, but for the most part, they spiced it up a little bit in between them. Like they had mystery houses, they had Toad levels, or like Captain Toad levels. Your own, like, it's a gauntlet of a 12 remix levels. It's like, oh, I see how it is. And yeah, since World Fireflower is like the second last world, it just kind of dampens the entire experience for me. And it's not so much now, but like when I first played 3D World, or maybe it was my second time, I'm not entirely sure, but like I had heard that to 100% the game you needed to play the level with, like, every level with all of the characters. I was like, okay, I don't want this task to creep up on me into like this ginormous task, so I won't move on until I've played every level with, like, oh, I've played this level with every character. And yeah, needless to say, like, I was a little disappointed when I first got to Star World, because Star World, because that's when you unlock Rosalina. It's like, oh, my progress. Like, I have to go back and do, like, pretty much 8 levels all over again. Like, 8 worlds worth of levels all over again. It's like, oh, I don't think this game values my time. It's like, oh, that's the type of game this is. And then, like, playing each level 5 times up to the point, and then getting to World Mushroom, it's like, oh, right. Right. It's time for remixes now, huh? Interesting. And, I don't know why they gave Mushroom World 6 levels, but then Fireflower World has 12. It's like, why not have there be like 2 worlds with 9 levels each? It's like, no, you just feel like having a gauntlet of 12 remix levels back to back. Why did you do this? Although that being said, I guess the upside of the remix worlds is that there's one less collectible. It's like, oh. But even then, it's like, why is there not? It's like, what's the reason of there being like one less collectible? Did you just feel like not including that? It's like, like, I don't think they were at the top of the game when making that game. It's like, oh, here's all these questionable decisions. Oh, yeah, here's all these questionable decisions that bring a good game down to be a mediocre game. At least to 100%, and something I didn't notice until my recent playthrough is that the game has a bad habit of placing. Okay, cool. yeah, it has a bad habit of placing hidden blocks on places where they think they would be helping you out, but no, they just fuck you over. Because like where the normally place which is a ledge where a collectible was going to be, you can't just see that and say, oh, I can probably make that jump myself, because like I didn't notice this until recently, but the spin jump is actually a really good move to do. It actually lets you jump higher. So it's like, oh, okay, I'll just spin jump, but like, no, if the game wants you to, okay, now we can use the raft, yeah, if the game wants you to make a jump, or like, to climb a ledge without any power-up, they'll find a way. Ooh. Okay. Why am I going there? Okay, I'm digging this. Although I think we might need to do things with, Sheik here. Does it have a element? Sure. Oh, yeah, okay, no element, okay. Yeah, just throwing this out there because this is an experience that happened to me, because, like, the whole getting cooked thing by hidden block happened more times than I would like to admit. So, there's this train level. There's a few of them in, 3D World. But, like, there's a green star on the first carriage of that train, and, there's a path leading alongside the train for a little bit, and, there's a question mark block that is, attached to the first carriage. I was like, oh, okay. I can hop on that and then spin jump up to where the green star is, but no! I hit my head on the hidden block, and, ended up missing that green star because I had to do, like, the level was an auto-scroller and I had no time to, get back up there, because, like, I had to go around the normal way, because, like, I couldn't jump my way up to the now unhidden blocks. Like, oh, fun. And, just like, why? I mean, yeah, they do make it so you can, see hidden blocks if you whisper into the gamepad, or if you make noise into the gamepad, or if you ground pound. But even if you find them, they're still in horrible places for the most part. It's like, why? Why, game? Why you do this? So yeah, bad decisions all around, I would say. I think I might want to fight Agnarok first. Maybe only because I have the elemental strength against him. Although maybe I might want to split them up, maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, yeah, Agnarok's dead, that's cool. So yeah, that's like one of my few gripes I have with 3D World, although it's just one that creeps up on you, man. Okay, Mr. Imprisoner's getting kinda close. I would like you to do your thing. But yeah, it's like, ugh. Why? So it probably wasn't a good idea to play them both at the same time, because like, yes, while 3D World's movement feels solid, it's just that Hat in Time just blows it out of the water with theirs, because it's like, okay, you see the sledge up like all the way over there? Yeah, you can make that. Have fun. It's like, ugh. But yeah, one of the problems, like a few of the problems I had with the hand time is that the game has problems with low frame rate, and because my computer is like just not good enough for it, it's like, oh, I have to play in low settings, and the game doesn't handle well in low settings, so also, like, this could just be a problem of the low graphic settings, because like, I really don't want to say it's Hand and Time's fault. It's just like the game not knowing how to handle low settings, but the wall jumps felt really inconsistent, because like, I would either do several wall jumps in a row, or like, Hacker would say, like, face up against the wall, just like not even attempt to wall jump. It's like, oh, fun. But yeah, like, I'm really hoping that is something to do with the whole low graphics fucking up the game, because like, there might happen to be a rift that kind of involves, you know, wall jumping with good timing, because like, you may or may not be followed by a parade the entire time. But yeah, that rift alone took me ages to do, because like, I would do thing, and then just like, hey, fucker, you wanna die? Because like, what? That's what we're gonna make you do. But like, the only problem I had with it is that there's a part at the end where you have to press 2 switches, and one of the switches you have to go up a wall jump path, and the hardest part about that is just making the wall jumps, because like, after that it's easy. And then the other one is a gate where you have to or the game wants you to go under it, but the platforms holding the gate can be well, you can stand on them, and yeah, I just stood on that and then jumped around it. It's like, okay. But then after that, it was just a whole getting the wall jumps to work right. It might sound like I'm being negative, but like, yeah, it was only like one thing out of the entire experience that just sold it for me. But even then, it didn't make it that much worse. And you know, I said the game has problems with low settings. The wall jumping might not be the only thing the game has a problem with, because bosses, they can just fall through the floor if they have if you have low settings on, and sometimes the game just will softlock because of that reason. So the first time because the first time I fought the conductor, I died. The second time I fought the conductor, he fell through the floor, and the timepiece didn't spawn in, because like, there's a failsafe if in that situation where the piece would just spawn, and that didn't happen until the third time around, because like, yeah, that happened. And even with low settings, the fight with the toilet and the snatcher, yeah, my game was like, hey, you want to make this a PowerPoint presentation? It's like, yeah, man, I totally want to do that. But no, ahead of time, despite its flaws, it's still a really good game, and word is, the Switch version has the DLC, and I just so happen to be getting my Switch sometime this week or early next week even. So I may or may not be getting another version of Hand in Time to go play that, and hopefully have the premium experience with Hand in Time. So you know, do you mind to see what we have to do for the Ganon mission, maybe? Because it's looking like next episode we might unlock a brand new weapon. Okay. Okay, let's just see what we have to do for this. Sure, I guess. Overall, we return to the darkness, I suppose. Although, I just really hope we get, a... Where the fuck did it even get the ladder in the first place? What? Oh. We'll finally get to do a 3-level episode again. That's the problem with not really knowing what you need to pick, because it's like, what do I need? Yeah, I'll go with that one. That seems better. In general. But like... Actually, what if Hand in Time has a physical copy? Because I might want to do that, like, buy that, even though, like, even if I do get the game digitally on Switch. Just because, like, hey, I really want to support the game devs because, like, they seem really genuine. Like, I watched their reaction to a speedrun of the game and they just, like, seemed like they had a fun time overall making the game. And, some of their reactions watching that, it's like, that is a really good video. Like, I would definitely recommend you watch that, and I think maybe I might even link that video in, the end card to this video, because, like, they just radiate joy, and, I'm just hoping that, they might make a third DLC, although... considering they're having problems porting the first 2 DLCs to Xbox and PS4, maybe they might wait on that a little bit, like maybe even getting a, like, wait until they get like, even if they do make a third, maybe they'll just wait to release it until they can port it over to Xbox and PS4, so you know. So I'm just really glad I don't have a PS4. Like, only have a PS4 for that reason alone. Did that... Okay, are they gonna be a problem is the thing. That's the case. Because, oh boy, the last episode and, Pose, no. I don't like Pose. So, I really want, like, I'm assuming the weakness is light, because, like, it would make sense. Or that at least would make sense. Because, you know, they're dead, light. So not to mention, I think Rizro's weakness is light. I'm not entirely sure. Also, weird thing is, Wiki Dungeon, Zelda Dungeon and, Zelda Wiki, they didn't have anything about, weaknesses and strengths. I had to go to Koi, the Koi Wiki fandom to, find out about, the whole weakness thing of, the dark versions of enemies. It's like, what? Like, I know it's a Zelda spin-off, but, like, you would still think you'd at least be somewhat, informative about the whole thing. But no, I guess you just gotta have the basic knowledge of the things. Okay. I think... maybe? Yeah, maybe if I do have to go on my way for kills, I think I might, cut things out, because I think this could be in for a long episode if, things continue on like this. Maybe. Yeah, I'll go over here and splice up the damage. But, like, I definitely want to learn more about at in time before I let's play it, because, like, you know I want to let's play the game, man. And I was a little shaky on whether or not I wanted to do a let's play on 3D World, but, like, now I do. But, like, at the same time, I'm not sure on the way I want to do that. Like, do I want to go through the entire game as a single character, or do I want to go through as, alternating characters per episode, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. But, like, I think something I want to do for that is, in between episodes, I will go through the levels I played that episode, or recording session, and, or with the other characters, so that way I don't have, a huge laundry list of characters I have to go back and play as. Or levels I have to go back and play with other characters and shit. But then at the same time, I kind of feel like pulling a Galaxy, and I'm having the final episode being playing the entire game, but with Rosalina. Maybe. No way in hell I'm doing that, like having four separate episodes, just having different characters and shit. I'm not entirely sure. Although that would be good to boost the episode numbers. Yeah. Whatever ends up happening, I will just think about that then. Although that being said, when do I want to let's play 64DS exactly? Huh. That is a question and a half. Oh, yeah, right, there's a schedule for this one. Although I'm going to assume it's just bread and butter. If it isn't, then you can count me surprised. And I'll just find that out later, I think. I want to go do it, I think. Yeah. Although it kind of raises the question on where the fuck it's gonna spawn. Yeah, I'll try and go save this guy. Darunia. Sure. That's not how I raised you, buddy. Being weak to a few fucking big posts. Although, I think... yeah. Just because we haven't been playing as light characters a whole lot, I don't think, like... I think the, like, hardest enemies, like one of the hardest normal enemies, I think. Okay. I think we're good? Although the game hasn't told me how our rescues have helped them. Okay, is that gonna be in the snow up here? Okay, that could be anywhere. Oof. Okay, it's over there. That's good. That is good. And, we don't even need to worry about carriers. Because we have them. Nice. I think they've got it, although Daruna looks a little weak. I thought that said to seek out the key to the hidden... Fuck. But no, it doesn't. Also, I've forgotten how to play Ganondorf again. Shit. If that hasn't been obvious. Have we seen Sheik's thingy? I'll let it play out, I guess. Oh no, where is she? She over there. She have knife. Well, Sheik, sorry, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I've got 2 knives or 2 short swords. And that seemed to be very spiky. Actually, that's a question I need to ask. Do spikes on the edges of swords make them better or worse? Specifically, cutting things, because, like... Wouldn't the spikes just get in the way? Like that... I'm not entirely sure how that... How sword work. Okay, yeah, I'll do my outro at the redemption runs. Assuming I can get a fucking getting a fucking ladder. Is this episode going to be called The Search for a Ladder? Because it looks like that way. Like, I'm not entirely sure how things do. Okay, so I'm thinking... Once we see what the skeletal reward was, and maybe... even seeing if it's the one thing we have 1 piece left of, yeah, I'll cut away to the redemption run. Well, redemption runs, because the game did not feel like giving me a ladder, apparently. Although, it's gonna be an entirely different episode name if we do get the thing. Thing? Okay. Bye. 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 Bye again. Bye. 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 Bye-bye. Bye. Fuck off. Okay. A lot of money. Okay. Although there is still the other skeletal left. Although, we did get part of Volga's face. So, you know. Winning all around. Ladder? No ladder, fuck me. So I get next episode to find a ladder, I guess. Anyway, hopefully I found a ladder before I recorded the redemption run. I guess. Huh. Okay, so how did I get a ladder, you may be asking? Does it work like other items for the map? It doesn't, I can tell you that much, as it doesn't respawn after a set amount of levels played. In fact, it's quite weird how you have to get one to respawn. So the way you do it is you get, or you have to replay a level surrounding the level where you get a ladder from. And specifically in this case, it's the one beneath the map. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. Like, why is that the only item that you have to do it like that? Like, why? Like, But anyway, this Ganon mission wasn't that hard as we already have the level 3, so you know we don't really need or there wasn't really much need to like do anything else. I want to say it was a little close with getting like I was a little worried about damage, like sometimes. But yeah, actually the worst thing about this was that I could have missed the Skulltula because I took a swipe at it, I missed, and then I went to move away, and good thing I noticed I had missed it, because like then I would have missed it for sure. It's like, oh, fun. But yeah, the fight mission, which I'll just talk about, or start talking about now, since this fight with Sheik goes pretty quickly. There was a bit of preparation for it. I gave her her 3rd water defense badge, as I could have given that to her earlier, but then I was like, I may as well make this a little challenging for me, I guess. And I also gave her the weapon, weakness gauge potion, the one that makes them go down quicker. And yeah, I decided to wait a bit before entering the first area, since like, I don't know, like what's with this game and not spawning in the Deku Barbers quickly enough? Like, what? I don't know, maybe it's the poison surrounding them. That's the issue. But yeah, once I waited, I can just like go through. Wizro with the weakness potion just makes them go down easily. Since I think it might also do or increase the damage you do from them, maybe? Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this wasn't really so hard. Oddly enough, I would say the hardest enemy to fight with this is probably Volga. Like, you know, Volga, not, you know, the fucking Ragnarok, and I accidentally skip the Ragnarok cutscene there, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, the Ragnarok goes down pretty quickly because like he was the least of my worries, and you really do not want Volga sneaking up on you when you're dealing with Ragnarok, so it's just like best to get him out of the way earlier. Get the Ragnarok out of the way first, of all things, and I think now I will do my outro. But yeah, this episode we search for a ladder for like, no, we ended up not finding a ladder, but next episode we might finally get a new weapon, but until then, that's when I'll see you.